So the thinking behind Yes And is that young people are often met with this, yes, we can do that, but, or yeah, but have you thought about this? And Yes And is that platform where, okay, if this is what you want to do, yes, and let's progress it, let's move it forward. I think the original Yes And started in around 2015, and I think that's when In-Situ Paul kind of went to the college, and the college students had access to the mill, and that's how it originally started, but since then it's been continued. So at the moment we're delivering 2 regular sessions at the garage, so we have our regular This Is Nelson group, and then we have a Wednesday night group as well. The Wednesday night just kind of developed really organically. There was issues with young people in Briarfield. Again, the typical same, language used in terms of antisocial behaviour, people setting things alight. But again, there was also no offer for young people in Briarfield. So we've opened up our space on a Wednesday night for these young people to come to, and the groups just kind of develop, from going from a group of 12 young people, we sometimes have up to 25 in here a night. I started working with James from More Music, and we were working on getting things like guitars going again, violins, because bearing in mind, Pendle, hasn't had a music department for the past 20 years. So music was quite a thing that we wanted to kind of reinvigorate in this area. We try and make sure that young people are also having the opportunity to explore further afield. So we're arranging trips to Manchester, we're arranging trips to Bradford, in museums and galleries. It's really refreshing to see the reaction on young people's faces when we do step into galleries and museums, because it's just not what they expected. I found every couple of years you'll see, as the young people filter through, that this is this person's younger brother or this is this person's younger sister. When the pandemic struck, we had to take our Yes And online. Because there wasn't that real face-to-face interaction, we still felt as though the young people weren't getting what they needed from the programme. So that was left as it was. Post-COVID, we can now see that lots of young people have been affected by COVID. It's kind of risen by something like 67% in terms of young people feeling lonely, isolated, and higher levels of anxiety and depression as well. With Yes And, we try and deliver it in the context of it being a collective. Everybody in the room is an equal, and by just setting that mark, young people are able to really open up and really share anything that comes to their mind. And for me, that's the very basis of youth work. You have to make sure that the space is comfortable for young people to split absolutely anything out, and they do. Because I've always worked in Pendle, I feel quite rooted and quite connected to the area, and it's been amazing for me to see the transformation amongst families and communities as a whole. Like if we're working with the mum, we're working with the kids as well. If we're working with the friends, we'll know of other friends that know each other as well. There is that constant crossover, so that everyone knows what we're about, everyone knows what we deliver. And the impact of that, essentially, it means that we have this beautiful infrastructure, not only for individuals, but for families, to kind of all be a part of one thing and all be able to go home and go away and share and talk and connect about things that are important to them. So post-pandemic, we launched our Summit programme, and this was young people from both sides of Pendle Hill. So we recruited young people from Clitheroe and also from Briarfield and Nelson, and brought those young people together. It was really interesting to see the difference in young people from the Briarfield Nelson side and the Clitheroe side. I mean, a lot of the Clitheroe side young people had been up Pendle Hill various times, whereas the people from Nelson and Briarfield hadn't actually been up Pendle Hill and didn't actually know a lot about their area. Clitheroe was like a more of a rural farming sort of community, whereas obviously Nelson, Briarfield, post-industrial town. And yeah, the mentality and the thinking between these two sets of groups of people was very, very different. But it's amazing once you bring people together in a safe environment to chat, to just connect. It's amazing how many commonalities you have instead of differences. So we went on a residential to White Oak Activity Centre, and we worked 3 intensive days. After our weekend residential away, we had a sharing event. So the young people had prepared their artworks, and they'd also prepared a spoken word poem. They'd also prepared a big sort of head, which kind of had everybody's face projected onto it, enlarged. and they all had their own personal story to share around personal development and around building their own self-esteem and confidence. Some parents were really moved at seeing, their child stand up in front of all these people and speak. As a practitioner, really, really nice to see that you have helped that young person be able to really open up and share. It was just a brilliant day. This project couldn't have come at a better time. I remember young people coming over to me and saying, Zoya, I had zero routine. Everything was just feeling doom and gloom until this project came about. COVID completely slapped me way under. And then it got me thinking, this is how important our work is today. We are lifting people from that surface level stuff that's going on, and it's giving people a new, fresh perspective on what there is out there if only people connect, give, share and learn. It's been really amazing to see young people's outlook on life, on their local area as well. I remember one young person coming over to me and saying, "What's interchange?" And then realising, look, there's interchange, it's the bus station. No, we just call it bus station. But again, it's simple things like this are helping young people develop their vocabulary, develop their orientation skills, and they're learning more about their area in the way that it's supposed to be done, in an informal, free, friendly environment with people. My practice is very much based on service. It's very much based on how can I support this person or help this person. I guess my role really involves maintaining and keeping that relationship with people so that it enables them to be able to navigate situations and places a little bit better. Yeah, I guess being a familiar face, it means that you tend to deal with all sorts of issues, and that sort of care comes holistically for everybody in the whole family, Working in the local community enables you to know people's truths. A lot of people often say, are you going for walks? Are you going here? Are you going there? But in essence, it is those very simple tasks and activities that you do with young people that enable them to think and really get them talking about what it is that they want to do or what their thinking is. Through taking part in these sort of free-flow, holistic activities, young people are learning to express themselves a lot better.